Now from the Free State to Mpumalanga, where Premier Mandla Ndlovu will deliver the State of the Province address today, and this will take place at the Mpumalanga legislature. Mandla Ndlovu will be delivering his third SOPA since taking office in June 2024. Residents of Mpumalanga have expressed hope that today's State of the Province address will focus on providing urgent solutions to the challenges facing their communities. Key issues raised by residents include a high unemployment rate, crime, water scarcity and poor road infrastructure. SABC News reporter Nonhlanhla Jele has more on this. Nonhlanhla, good morning. And there you are in the land of, or should I say the province of the rising sun. And the people of Mpumalanga, they of course have great expectations from today's SOPA.
Last year's speech, we heard that 87% of residents, or households rather, Sakina, have access to clean drinking water in their houses or in their taps. But that remains to be questioned, especially what we have seen on the ground in the past couple of weeks and months, getting calls from locals saying they don't have water in different municipalities across the province. So now one wonders how the numbers are going to be looking this year. Of course, the issues of gender-based violence as well. Mpumalanga being the first province to launch the Gender-Based Violence and Femicide Council in the whole country. Now, it was another seminar was held in relation to that, where we heard organizations calling on government to work with them so the scourge can be curbed, not only in the province but also in the country. We're also expecting to hear from the Premier in relation to the GBVF Council that was launched in Mpumalanga. Not only that, Sakina, but also other issues, the issue of job creation, unemployment. We do know that unemployment in the province remains crazily high, and of course we're expecting to hear what other steps are going to be taken, and some of the promises that were supposed to have been fulfilled last year, Sakina, are they fulfilled? We do know that there is the international fresh produce market. Is it going to be launched this year? Last year we heard it was going to be launched, but to date we still do not have a date. I'm sure the Premier is also going to touch on some of the challenges or reasons as to why it has not been launched officially as yet. We do know, Sakina, the good news is that the agricultural department in the province, from what we understand, has been doing quite well from last year up to now. A lot of jobs have been created in that regard. We do know that a lot of young people have been taking opportunities, also taking into consideration, Sakina, that Mpumalanga is a fairly rural community or province, and of course agriculture is one of its strongholds. We do know that mining is also a stronghold of this province. Also, we're waiting to hear from the Premier if jobs have been created in the mining sector just as well as they have been created in the agricultural sector. But Sakina, as you can see, people have already started making their way into the legislature. The Premier Mandla Ndlovu is expected to take his stand and start delivering his speech at 10 o'clock this morning. Of course, we're going to keep our viewers and our listeners at home updated live on Facebook, live on our social media pages as to some of these critical issues, especially affecting the locals within this province, as to what jobs are being created, what opportunities lie for the locals within the province. Sakina?
Well, Nonhlanhla, thank you so much. And of course, the residents of Mpumalanga and the rest of us, of course, will be keenly waiting to hear what the Premier has to say in the latest State of the Province address.